A very warm welcome everyone. My name is Nick. We're on the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive looking at this game in demo mode. What is the game? Well, it's Road Blasters, although I don't think it was released in Europe there. Published by Tengen in 1991 and based on the arcade cabinet from Atari in 1987. It's a game where you race this car over different stages, about 50 of them. You must blow up vehicles and get to the end before your fuel runs out. You can crash as many times as you want, except it will cost you fuel. So, 3 different levels: Bubble City, Forest Sector and Desert Region. We'll start on the easiest one so I can get you, well, a bit of distance in the game. Every so often, you'll have a support ship which come in and give you extra weapons. So here we go. I'm that red car, which I'm sure you knew, and I've blown up already. Check out that tank in yellow, that bar, that's my fuel tank. We don't want that to go to 0, right? By collecting these green orbs, you can get more fuel. The game looks quite basic. I've already reviewed this on the Commodore Amiga and the ZX Spectrum. This moves a lot quicker than that. All the controls is taking a bit to get used to. Yeah, this is a little bit wild. I can perhaps see why this wasn't released in Europe. It's not really brilliant. It's a bit hard to control, but it's okay, I suppose. Now, the levels are quite short. There we go. So that is stage 1 done. Hooray for me. The car also accelerates. You haven't got to worry about that. Just about avoiding the obstacles, collecting the weapons when they drop down on you, and yeah, getting as far as you possibly can. Now, I've never played this on the arcade. If you have, let me know, but I'd imagine it plays quite similar to this. Right, there we go. So I've picked up a weapon dropped to me by my support ship. Is that true that this wasn't released in Europe? That's what my notes say. Yes, well, that's just gleaned off the internet, I think. Right, so these those dots that appear on the road, they don't seem to be moving relative to the speed I'm going. Maybe they're going forward also. Now, the meatier your weapon is, the easier it is to destroy other cars. Some things firing me from the side there. Some take a few shots to destroy, and we've done it again. Now, the ZX Spectrum version and the Commodore Amiga version were too easy. This one doesn't seem too bad, but I've only done 2 stages here. So this is better than those 2, but I think the Mega Drive maybe could have done a little bit better than this. But there we go. Would have had a bit of fun for it, but I don't think I would have liked to pay full price for this one. There are better racers out there, but it does move quite fast. Good frame rate on it, but yes, it's quite basic, the gameplay, but that isn't a bad thing. So 1991, based on the arcade cabinet from 87. If you was a big fan of the arcade cabinet and wanted to play a version at home, I suppose you would have got quite a bit of fun out of this one. It does recreate it quite well. So I think we're on stage 3, as that number says in the top right in yellow, so at least you can keep a track of how far you've got. Different difficulty there as we saw at the beginning, so you don't have to start right at the start again if you want to go to the desert stage or what have you. Right, Rally 3, they're called rallies rather than stages. There's 50 of them. Try not to crash, but it is a bit forgiving at the start. So here we go. So these are all forest stages. They look pretty similar. You've seen one stage, pretty much you've seen them all, but there is more deadlier traffic. Oh, I've missed that weapon. There is deadlier traffic as you go further forward. There might be landmines on the road as well to outmaneuver. And when you're going this fast, because you can't slow the car down at all, that's not a criticism, that's a part of the game. It is harder to avoid stuff. So see, that purple car took a few shots. If I had a better weapon, we could have done it a bit quicker. So stage 4. Did you ever complete this game, all 50 stages? Then let me know. Important to get those green orbs or you might run out of fuel, but you can see our main tank is depleting quite quickly. We do have a reserve tank as well in case things get a little bit hectic. Right, so that's buttons flashing, but we got there anyway. Do not crash. Catch special weapon to increase performance. Well, that is a pretty good tip. Start your engines. Stage 5. I think you've seen this before, haven't you? Yes, you can whiz through. There's no save feature, I don't think, so you have to do this all in one go. But right, super weapon. Well, it's not the best of the weapons you can pick up, but it'll do us. That red dot, what's that do? More fuel, I presume. Yeah, so that actually refueled the tank completely. Just keep firing for all you're worth. That's my tip in this game. There's a few clones on other systems. I'm not sure if the Mega Drive had clones of this game. Possibly. But from what I've seen on the Mega Drive so far, they're more arcade quality, their games. I suppose it's got a little bit more power than the Commodore Amiga. And we're at the finish again. So you either like racing games or you don't. We covered a few racing games so far on the Mega Drive. As soon as I got up to 50 games, or shortly afterwards, we'll do one of those recap videos. If you're into recap videos, seeing a lot in a row, there are quite a few I've done already. Commodore Amiga, ZX Spectrum, there's a Game Boy Advance, couple of those ones, so have a look in the review games so far section. Hooray! Right, it's gone a bit purple now. Is that water either side or just different terrain? Different terrain, I think. So stage 6. That's halfway. When you see that zebra crossing thing, the black and white line, that means you're halfway through the stage. I think that the stages might get a bit bigger as we go forward. And now we're coming up to landmines. So there is a warning there. It flashes on the screen. Right, good. The red's not completely refueling the fuel tank this time. Need to get that. Good. Should be able to do this. Oh, I've run out of fuel. I said should be able to do that. Fuel empty, you have 4 lives left. So it's not all game over. You get a few attempts at it. Right, let's try and keep... Oh, I was going to say, let's try and keep out of trouble, then I crash straight away. Isn't that always the way? But who invented a car which can't slow down? It's like that film Speed. Or as the French people called it, Spid. Right, come on now. Out of fuel already? How did that happen? Maybe shooting costs you fuel as well. Man, right. We're gonna do it this time. Like I told you the last time, failure won't happen again. Right. What happened there? Right, that's cost us too much being shot by something from the side. Really need that red dot. It's getting a little bit hectic now. Shooting the cars sometimes gives you a red orb. Get out the way, everyone. Oh, that spin didn't help. Halfway. Still got enough fuel left here. That'll help if we get that. Yeah. Oh. That might be Doomsville. Uh-oh. That's definitely not going to do it now. Come on, finish. Oh, man. It's starting to get a bit annoying. Fuel empty. You have 2 lives left. Come on. This is supposed to be quite easy mode at the moment. Speed 184 did we get up to there. The car might go quicker later on. I think we've hit our point here where it takes a few goes to actually get to the next stage. Could be the end of the review very, very soon. How long have I been playing it? Well, almost long enough to get away with it. Get out the way. Oh, this traffic is crazy. Who'd drive on this road? Mind you, the main tank doesn't look too bad this time. Definitely need to avoid these mines. Just concentrate on getting these. That's right, okay. Now concentrate. Don't crash. This is better than last time. Yes, we're there. Hooray. Stage 7. Or Rally 7, we should say. Score 8,210. Magnifico. Right, it's night time. Although the light's the same, just the horizon's a bit different. It scrolls in a sort of like predictable way. I don't know what those buildings are. Is that a pyramid there? Very odd place. Right, looking at the scenery and crashing 100 times. I'm not confident I'll get past this stage. Yeah, my support vehicle was coming in then with a juicy weapon, I'm sure. But I crashed and they lost interest. Oh no, this is terrible, Nick. Fuel not looking great either. Come on, give me a red dot or a green orb or something. Oh, man. Right, this is my last life left, so the review might be coming to an end. But we've pretty much seen how the game plays. It's just a variety of different weapons to collect as you get further down. So there's still a bit for you to discover if you want to track this one down. Either in for the real system, which is always a bit better, or emulation. 50 stages. Oh, I missed it again. 50 stages. I'm on stage 7. So we've done pretty much almost 20%. Probably about 19%. I haven't got a calculator to work it out, but almost that sort of area. Halfway. Oh, we got half a chance of doing this. Half a chance. Better than no chance at all. Get those. Get those Brussels sprout things. Oh. Oh. Come on, we've passed the halfway mark. Oh, what? Oh. I seem to be in a death spiral now. Shooting... Right, it's a bit luck rather than judgment getting past these side things. Main tank looking bad. Can we get onto the reserve tank? We've done it! I did not expect that. Well, we're definitely not going to get past stage 8, are we? Rally 8. Is it going to be night time again? Are we going to a different territory? Well, looks like there's some sort of volcanic lava each side. What's this town putting out? I'm getting gradually better, am I, as he misses all of those. Oh, this traffic is crazy town. Just keep your finger on the fire button for all you're worth. Halfway. Stage 8. Get that. Good, that's going to help. He says. I only owned that for a millisecond before the car exploded. Yeah, missed that fuel reload. That'll do us. Oh. It's getting frustrating now, but the game is addictive. It's not the most advanced game in the world for the era, but it is jolly addictive, I will say that for it. And I do get the sense that I want to try and complete it and go on and on. So it's a big tick there. Oh, wowzers. That was quite, that was a bit fluky. I crashed quite a few times there, so it's quite forgiving, this game, early on. Stage 9. Will we ever get to this town in the distance? Well, probably not. I think we went over a mine then, didn't we? Right, avoid these mines on the track. As I say, very difficult to avoid. You need lightning reflexes when you're going this fast. If only there's a way to slow it down. But it is a racing game. We don't want to slow it down that much. So yeah, if you did own this one back in the day, let me know what were your experiences of it. Do check out, if you're a Road Blasters fan, my review of the ZX Spectrum version and the Commodore Amiga, so you've got a bit of a comparison. Those two other ones are a bit lackluster compared to this one, but that's what I would expect. All the versions could have been a little bit better on the system they were portrayed on, in my personal opinion. But, you know, yeah, back in a different day. Right, game over. Yeah, so I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Road Blasters on the Mega Drive. Or Genesis, as I say, I don't think it was released in Europe. Published by Tengen in 1991 and based on the arcade cabinet from Atari in 1987. Got any comments, thoughts or memories about that game then please put that below, or anything similar or retro, you're always more than welcome. As usual, a massive thank you to everyone that subscribes to the channel so far, helping the numbers grow, and as well those people that share the videos on various social media platforms. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.